Hello. Let's fly like a butterfly. So, as you can see, I have nothing on the table yet. So, I am going to blindly just pull one of the decks from where I have them set. And okay, so we're going to pull the Mystic Mondays first. Trust your intuition. I hope that you are having a very good day, a very good week, a great year, and so on and so forth. Okay? So I'm going to do this reading solely with Mystic Mondays. We won't pull any Angel Answer cards. We won't pull any Moonology cards, and we won't pull any Smith Waite Tarot deck cards. We're starting off with Eight of Swords, blindfolded, probably blindsided. There's a feeling of being held, captured, hostage. There's just some type of feeling of not being able to know your way, feeling like you are being held, captured, held hostage. And there is a feeling from whoever this resonates with of exactly that these swords are around you. And excuse the noise in the background. It's getting very hot outside, so you know what that means. Summer activities, even though it's spring. But there's a feeling that these swords are around you. You know exactly that there is something that is brewing or is occurring, despite you being blindfolded. And as I said in the beginning, trust your intuition. The hands of this individual in the card are out like feelers. Like, I know that something is happening around me. I feel almost like the steel around me from these swords. You might think that I'm blind, but I'm feeling something. Something's a brewing. And you might feel stuck. You may have been or will be blindsided. Um, mm, wow. Knight of Pentacles. That was the very first card of this large selection of cards that fell out. The Knight of Pentacles. Ball is in their court. The way that this individual is palming this pentacle, it's like the ball is in their court. And when I hold these two cards together, the Knight of Pentacles is looking at the individual with the Eight of Swords blindfolded. The ball is in their court. What are they going to do with that? There's an advantage that both have in this situation. The individual with the ball in their court is not blindfolded. They see the other person. The individual that's blindfolded, that feels stuck or held hostage, is blindfolded, but the sense, that intuition is kicking in. As one sense is taken away, there's another sense that is more enhanced, way more pronounced in this situation. So the individual that's not blindfolded, the Knight of Pentacles, may feel like, I got you because I see you. However, their intuition might not be as on point as the other individual in the Eight of Swords. So there is a sense of, like I said, almost feeling hostage or feeling blindsided. This does feel like another individual. This does not feel like a cohesive reading for one person. These feel like two different people that are dealing with a situation. One person is seeing the other individual, the other person is not seeing the other individual, but you're sensing something about them. They see something about you, you sense something about them. Quite interesting. It does feel like conflict with the Eight of Swords here. So now we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse. And as you see, I'm just going to turn this upright for a second. We have two people with their arms out. Two people who are in a state of feeling, in a state of, and there's no water yet in this reading, but there's a state of feeling things out. There's a state of really trusting one's intuition. There's a state of not just going based off of logic, but going based off of the heart, the mind, the soul, the spirit. What am I feeling? Now, this was upside down. So there could be a feeling of being off kiltered, which I could definitely see, especially for each individual, because if this is conflict, you're already off balance. Conflict throws off your equilibrium. It could very well knock you off your square, which is why I could see one feeling like they have an advantage over the other. I don't really know what's going on. I can't see, but I sense something. I feel it around me. I smell the steel. I feel the steel. It's the air is rubbing up against my body, and I sense something. Whereas this Knight of Pentacles is I see. I'm seeing everything. Maybe my intuition isn't that great, but I see everything. But nevertheless, when you know you're in conflict, there is a feeling of there's something that I could still be missing. Right? There's one sense that one is not able to tap into as much. So that's what this feels like is there's something that's you're both being knocked off of your equilibrium with this Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're not quite centered. Despite whatever advantage you feel you have, you're still not quite centered because the conflict has shaken things up. So there could very well be a sense of questioning what advantage you have, even though you know your intuition is heightened with this Eight of Swords, you still could feel like, I don't really know if that is the case. And for the Knight of Pentacles, it may be, yeah, I see everything, but is that the real story? Is that the truth? Could I be wrong? What am I missing? That's what this Six of Pentacles is saying to me. There's something that I might be missing. I'm knocked off my equilibrium. And it started way before you even got to this point because these seem like two people who are sad. It could be a prolonged conflict. It could be a conflict where even if it just started, you may be very well into set in your way. Like I know how I've been in conflict and this is how I handle it. And so therefore, with just the beginning, the onset of conflict, you still are taken out of a space of comfort. So you're already shaken up. Your equilibrium is already distorted in a way. And that's what this Six of Pentacles feels like. It's your world. I mean, if I had to, when you think about it, there's a formation of a half world. Like the world is circular. It's like, I mean, at least when it's drawn, you draw the globe with the circle. It's like your world is upside down. It's funny how she's drawing half of the globe or half of a circle and she's upside down. It's like your world is turned upside down with this conflict. Or at least it feels like it. And let's see what other card pops out. Okay, I'm gonna give it a few more shuffles. Oh, oh, never mind. Yeah, the tower. Your world feels like it's coming apart. Um, ooh, this conflict definitely feels a little bit more niche now. It could be very general. I'm not going to say it's not, but this could be something where you have found out a secret about someone that has completely shaken you up. And that would make a lot more sense about this Eight of Swords with you being blindsided and trusting your intuition. You had a feeling, and now you know what it is. And that's what started the conflict. And now you feel, like I said, stuck, held hostage. You don't know which way to go. And I don't know if you want to leave, but it nevertheless, you still are in your mind, still trying to feel things out. Like, what else do I not know? I might not be able to see it because now I'm like I said, blindsided. I might not be able to see it, but what else do I not know? And you're feeling a lot. Whereas this other person, because they're seeing you just ruminating or just sitting there, and like I said, the ball is in their court, they see everything. And this could very well be the person that did the offense, had the secret, and you found out about it. And now they are you're like you're asking what do we do from here? Where do we go from here? And so that definitely makes a lot of sense with it feeling like you're both off of your equilibrium. Your world is being not only turned upside down, but it's crumbling. It feels like it's crumbling. It feels like a lot of destruction happening with whatever has come out, with whatever has happened. It feels that way. It doesn't seem, it's not that it's happened. For some people it could very well be that some things are occurring that are just, it seems like one thing after the other. But this could very well be like, yes, things are falling apart in your world. Maybe there is a separation. Maybe there is a conflict, maybe physical conflict, and that is harmful. Or you just internally are really going, you both are going through it. Also, you won't be the same. This tower is the crumbling of a foundation, of a home, of a structure. It won't ever be the same. You could build this tower back up. There's going to be a different placement of that material. There's going to be a different material because it fell. So now you're trying to reinforce it the next time so that you don't have that happen again. So that tower will never be the same. I don't care if you use the same materials, it won't be placed in that same exact spot. It will never be the same. And that can be very distorting, disorienting. And that's why I definitely can see that Six of Pentacles coming into play where, yeah, for sure, your equilibrium is off. Because now you know, no matter what, wherever you go with this individual or wherever you two go with the ball being in their court or in your court, you might be this person. Were you the one that had the secret? Um, you know it's not going to be the same. Things are going to change significantly. And I think that's going to be a hard pill to swallow for the both of you. I'm going to shuffle one more time. I want to see if a card will turn over. But yeah, this is quite the turn of events. It does feel like a change, a huge change with the Tower card here. A huge change, something that you really will have to it's going to make an impact on your life. You don't have a Tower moment without it making an impact on your life. It's a tower falling down. I mean, you think about 9/11, we remember that. People remember that. You just don't forget about it, okay? A lot of pentacles here. Nine of Pentacles. What if it is beautiful on the other side? What does that mean? This definitely feels like a decision that needs to be made. As one person is filling it out and one person is looking in, and the ball is in one of their courts, there's going to be a decision that needs to be made, and it could be very beautiful on the other side. What does that look like? It does feel like it will be something that could, because even with, I'll put it like this, with this Tower moment, it is very jarring at first. What if the, what if with this foundation and everything coming apart, this, oh, maybe the home, or it could be a marriage or a relationship, or it could be something where, who knows, maybe someone gets laid off and they didn't really want to say anything about it, and now they have to especially with all these pentacles here, there is money involved, resources, assets. So you get laid off, you didn't want to say anything about it, now we have to move back in with such and such. You move back in with such and such, and some opportunity arises, or the secret comes out, you decide to go your separate ways, and it works out for the both of you. You actually become really good friends afterwards. Maybe not the best at being partners or spouses, but it's, what does beauty look like on the other end? This doesn't seem like a very standard question. It's something that needs to be determined. And it's Nine of Pentacles. You're one pentacle away from, yet again, that solid foundation that came down. So what does that look like? What does rebuilding and getting back to beautiful look like? That's a decision that you both have to make. It's going to be a hard one, especially if this is a prolonged conflict, something that has been happening for a while, something that has been hidden, and now you're having to it's going to be a long-term discussion, something you have to really flesh out. With this Nine of Pentacles here, you're going to have to make a decision about what does it look like to rebuild after all of your world coming upside down and this foundation pretty much being demolished. It's a team effort, even if you don't remain a team. Okay. So if this reading resonated with you, I'm glad it did. If it did not, release it back into the universe for those who it does. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.